Alright, it's time for the second half of our tag team finale. You said, Brennan, to start the second half of race number 7, we have Derek Duplay and Joe Raftery against Max Sandberg and the Jersey Devil John Stevenson. Both teams have a sluggish twin fire again heading into this month's action. Let's see who will finish off strong for this season. Everyone's on the clock, and please start the race! And there goes Joe Raftery busting down the line. He currently has a total of 10 wins in his 23 races so far this season. He has to get a couple more wins so that he can qualify for the 2019 playoffs. I think he should be able to get the job done this week. Of course, there's still next week coming up for Chao in 2018. But right now, let's head over to this week, and it looks like Derek Duplay and Joe Raftery will have a 2-1 advantage over Max Sandberg because the Jersey Devil John Stevenson is dancing to the lead back in the bottom race. And it looks like Derek Duplay is going to be heading for the water. And so is Max Sandberg, as number 7 wins the opening toss to start of the second half. And right now, guess who's getting left behind on the others in a hurry? It's number 8, not 2. He is better to fly down the water, trying to maintain some ground in the only one. As number 7 opens this one up with back-to-back spears. And right now it is Joe Raftery who has a commanding lead over Derek Duplay and Max Sandberg, who are fighting for second place in the convoy, as the next spears were made by number 2, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. I think he needs a lot more help than that. Right now it looks like John Stevenson also really needs some help as we pass the 1 minute mark in sideways. He also doesn't want to be left behind in the competition. But right now, all eyes are on number 2 as he gets back spears. That makes 2 in a row by 2 in a row for number 7 and number 2 respectively. All speed bars are consecutive so far, as the next spears we made by the Jersey Devil John Stevenson, who is catching up to Derek Duplay for 3rd place in the convoy. Poor number 2, meanwhile, is still way behind on the others in height. He is still all in last place. He is going to need a couple more speed runs if he wants to get back in this one for sure, and this is one of them. Meanwhile, Joe Raftery has a commanding lead heading into the home stretch. I think his team is going to win this one easily, no doubt about it, for sure. Back to number 2 as he continues to fight for dear life, now battling with number 1 for survival. Yep, Joe Raftery should have plenty of distance ahead of his partner Derek Duplay and Max Sandberg, continuing battling for second place. I think Joe Raftery is going to get the easy victory. Yep, as number 2 gets another turn. That makes 3 in a row and 5 speeders for this current race. And Joe Raftery has this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Raftery lifts Derek Duplay towards the victory. So they finish with 3 wins of the 8 months this season, as number 1 will cross on the speeders, and number 8 can't just forget about this race for the second time in this race. Alright, so Joe Raftery now has 11 wins. That's right. If he can get 1 more win, he might be able to reach the playoffs. We're not for sure. But I do know that we'll be right back after these messages, so stay tuned.